Hello and welcome. I'm Erin Jade Raven, and we're finally starting Dragon Age the Veilguard. When I kept having it brain rot while I was playing Red Dead Redemption. But yeah, we're gonna be playing. Oh, and also, as you can see, I have a little ping tuber of my rook because I just wanted to try that out. And the brain rot runs deep. Um, but I'm gonna be doing a playthrough of their playthrough. Um, because I've been wanting to, like, I've actually replayed a lot of their playthrough, like, just as I collected clips. And I just wanted to, like, revisit a lot of stuff. And also for the birthday stream. Um, but I just wanted to have, like, a whole thing for them. And it's also exciting because I've been plotting stuff for a Rook Appreciation Week. Just like, I don't know if anybody follows Aster de Riva's artist. Might have seen that I asked permission to draw him with my Rook. And I've also asked a few other artists through DMs. And also been poking friends with, like, tell me details about your Rook for no particular reason. And then also a couple of other friends I'm just gonna surprise them with something whenever that comes. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. And I'm also excited to start this playthrough. I'm gonna adjust the volume a bit whenever we start dipping into, well, I guess whenever I start new game, because the menu music is really loud. And I'm also tried adjusting the mic stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna turn the volume back up whenever, like, we're actually in the game proper. So whenever I do that, let me know how, like, the audio balance is and everything. Yeah. Okay, we'll go ahead and jump in because we've got some stuff to do.
I knew him as Solus. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him. And that's where you come in.
Okie dokie. I actually have multiple, like, I made some new accounts on my PS5 because there's a limit for how many characters you can make. So now my main account is just for Aster. And then I made a secondary account for yeah, we do have to take a sec to make my Inquisitor because I tried doing a thing with importing him, but it didn't totally. Wait, did it keep him this time? I don't think it did. It only kept some of his settings. But yeah, I have a second one for Addie and River right now, and then I'll probably have to make more for the rest of my rooks. I see in chat the gasp, I'm friends. Yeah. I mean, I'm totally asking you details for your rook without any ulterior motives or anything for Rook Appreciation Week. I'm gonna try not to spend too much time making my Inquisitor. But he is... I think it was that one. He is my Dorian romancing Inquisitor. We're just gonna try to get through relatively quickly. I also haven't done a playthrough with him yet. I did my first playthrough I did with the first Inquisitor that I played, which I don't really consider her super canon anymore, but I still wanted to see how stuff did with her. No beard. Oopsie. No, I don't want to go that far. Eyebrows. Probably should have written down some of the numbers for more of the things, but I did not. I know I have to. He's just gonna wiggle his eyebrows for a sec. Matched hair, even though it's like kind of still looks. Mascara. Wait. Let's bring that up to... Oh no, wrong direction. It's so hard to read the white hair in the Inquisitor lighting. Kind of wish that there was like different what's it called, lighting things to cycle through, like with the rook, but that's okay, we'll make it work. Not gonna worry too much. Moose. It's also like I'm not using reference for what he looks like. I'm just basing him off how he looks in my brain. Gotta give him those smoochable lips. Oh yeah, made Rook on PC when they released it as standalone character creator, and then took pictures of all the settings so you can make them on PS5. Yeah, I ended up doing that as like a database for all of my Rooks too. So I even like retroactively transferred Aster into it. Like I copied all the settings from the PS5 into that, so if I ever needed to put them into something else, I'll have it. But yeah, now I have like 9 Rooks on standby in that character creator, which is especially good since I don't have very many character slots in a PS5, so I can just like I can't really import directly between different things very easily. Oopsie, no! Too many clicks. His jaw's already so square. I've been watching the second season of Fantasy High. Now whenever I see Jawbone, I always think of the NPC Jawbone. Hang on. Did I give him a different nose shape? I don't remember. I'm just gonna cycle through. Let me see. Might have been this one actually. Okay, which direction is up? Like the hit Pixar movie. Which is what I say like every time. I want depth. I mean, yes, I want the nose depth option, but sure, also, no, not nose bone. Character depth. Wait, I can't see that wrinkle. Now I just need to go onto the brow. Which option was that? Right here where it says forehead and brow. I'd also have to change the eyebrows. I didn't really go through the options for that one. Oh, I also need to change his eyes. He's got... They're not even the right color. Which direction does this go? Okay, I see. He's got green eyes. Oh, I see. My Inquisitor looks fine. LOL. I want to try making her again. Yeah, especially like in your first playthrough, you're like, oh, I went and made all my rook all perfect and stuff, and then can edit them later if you want to make tweaks. And then by the time you get to the Inquisitor, I'm like, I just want to play the game. At least that's how it was for me. It's like as cool as it was to be like, boy, me and I get to see my Inquisitor. And get to make them in the fancy new engine. I didn't even edit body proportions. I'll make him a little smaller. He's a rogue. Which, I ended up not super vibing with the rogue in Inquisition, but, I kind of want to like go back to see some of the trainers, or at least one specific trainer, for the rogue and that one, for reasons that will become clear as I get further into this game. He looks completely different from how he looks in Inquisition, but that's fine. I'm probably, like, if I ever replayed him, I'd probably design him a little differently anyway. Let's go at that. But it's like, still got like a lot of the same features down. I think. I think he's good. It's like, I'm not gonna be super concerned if he doesn't look perfect, even though this is where he's gonna be immortalized in public imagery, but I don't think, like, especially translating between different game engines. Even though I just said I'm probably gonna change how he looks in Inquisition if I ever brought him back. Is fine. It's like I don't even draw Aster 1-to-1 to how they look in game. I did want to. I don't remember. I don't even remember where his scar was in Inquisition, and I just played Trespasser for him like a few months ago or whatever. But I want to give him a new one. Where is it? Oh yeah, I wanted to do this weird triangle one, which I'm guessing is supposed to be Veil Jumper inspired because of the triangles. But because it's on the left side, I'm like, oh, it'll be like from the Anchor or something. Get a little bit of battle damage from having your arm explode. Those chiseled cheekbones can cut glass. So y'all, and that jawline, I'm sure Dorian's gonna be pleased with his glow up since Inquisition. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. So I'm gonna rotate him, not even in my brain, rotate him in the game just to see if there's anything that stands out. I think he's good. Yeah, okay. I think I'm satisfied. Accept changes. Like, what if I backed out and just erased all my progress? It's like, no! Okay. Joe, he has the British voice. I'll make sure.
I won't let this stand.
Okay, that's fine, dude. Hang on a second. I realized I need to put my actual in-game window somewhere so I can see behind Aster also, because I'm playing with the stream thing preview. I am literally rotating him. Here he is. Dorian. Just realized I went through without reading any of this out loud. I'll go back and read probably like the Antiban Crow thing for Aster, and then I'll go back to that. This one, Dorian. When a northern mage came to the Inquisition looking for help, he discovered a love enduring and rare. Born and raised in the Devinter Imperium, Dorian hadn't... Wait, is that a typo? Hadn't thought he'd find much to impress him when he traveled south, but as he and the Inquisitor became drawn to each other, their attraction bloomed into a deep and caring relationship that endured even after Dorian reluctantly returned home. In chat with them, what if I accidentally erased all those changes? And then I won't let this stand. Thank you, Joe. You've saved yourself and me and the stream. Okay, we've got Dorian locked in. The Inquisition disbanded. Wait, I just said I was gonna read the things. The Inquisition was formally disbanded. The Inquisitor made a rare decision to give up the power before it was corrupted any further. He saw that the Inquisition had grown so large it had become easy for others to misuse the many resources at its disposal. The Inquisitor disbanded it all and let his people choose new paths of their own. And then a vow to save Solus from himself. Yeah, see, that's one of the things that bums me out. Because obviously there's so many things that bumps me out from all the layoffs that happened. But the other thing is that the game won't get updated anymore. Just to, like, do little fixes like fixing typos and things. It's like, why? Anyway, we're not gonna dwell on that. We're just gonna enjoy the game as much as we can. The Inquisitor, wait, what was it? Solus vanished in order to put his plans into motion. The Inquisitor refused to give up on him. The Inquisitor believed he saw genuine regret in Solus and that he didn't truly want to go through with his plans. He vowed to save his friend from dooming both the world and himself. The Inquisitor's influence had diminished, but he still had contacts who began searching for the Dread Wolf. Double checking everything. Oh, and for the Kunari lineage, Inquisitor Adar was a mercenary. A Kunari mercenary, excuse me. Actually, technically, I'm not gonna actually, but it's like, technically it's not Kunari because he doesn't follow the Kun. But anyway, used to the thick of a fight. His hard-won experience led to many victories and eventually leadership of the Inquisition. Alright, finalize. Yes, please. And it's so funny, it always erases Aster's makeup whenever I go into the Inquisitor thing until I go back. Get that back on. Oh, wait. I wanted to see... Does this pop up? Okay. Oh, do they? They called the Dar Kunarian Inquisition. I guess it's just like, I don't know if there is like a specific yet general term for like non-Kunari people. Like it's usually very specific based on what faction or whatever they're in, like the Antam or whoever else. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they just didn't have like oh yeah, the Vashath. That's true. I'm just thinking about it, it's like maybe it just gets too confusing. Kunari lineage. Yeah. Oh well. I'm gonna just read this for now, but y'all can keep discussing, it's all good. Yeah, that's pretty much it, that like players would get confused if we use too many terms for Kunari people. When the invaders of Treviso took people captive, Rook was determined to free the prisoners at any cost. A talented new crow recently promoted to full membership. Rook chafed at the cautions of their commanders, especially with their city occupied by brutal soldiers known as the Antam. When Rook saw a patrol herding along captives one night, they leapt into action. Despite saving lives, however, Rook had unknowingly compromised the larger Crow operation against the Antam. Rook's superiors were incensed. Sidelined for their actions, the young assassin searched for new ways to prove themselves. Oh yeah, I'm keeping the mid-level difficulty, because I usually whenever I replay the Dragon Ages, I'll lower the difficulty so I can like get to, quote-unquote get to like dialogue stuff more quickly, like story stuff. But whenever I try lowering the difficulty on this one, it's just not as fun. I really love the gameplay in this game. And I like having a little bit of the challenge. But yeah, we're doing the
Time
Erika
to get to
Ishii
work.
voice with the lower pitch.
What's he been saying now?
Let's see, got Inquisitor down. Oh my gosh, and it's so cute because I didn't even think about it when I was designing like the pre-cro Aster, that I gave them like kind of a reddish shirt, and I was like dipping into this to see how, if I could do the little import cheat for the Inquisitor, and I was like, oh, their starting armor is also kind of reddish. But anyway. Okay, I'm just double checking everything. Non-binary, they them. Because it changed their gender at one point when I was going through customization. Okay, elf, non-binary, they them. Class mage, got the Untaping Crows, Aster de Riva. Yeah. Everything should be good. I want to double check that Joe is still there. Okay, he's still there. Just close that. Okay, I think we're good. Their makeup is still on. Excellent. Got their starting outfit and like the other preview outfits. It's so fun that their aspirational armor is the one that I ended up putting them in. Even though I didn't put them in this until like late in the third act or something. But I'm gonna put it on as early as I can this time. Yes, I am sure. Oh, nice. It only took me like a half hour versus my 3 hours of character customization the first time.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Minrathous, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Let's try this again. Where's Nev Gallus?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Let's talk this out. Convince the bar owner to give the information.
It's not a demand. It's an offer. Telling me what I need to know, it's the smart play here.
How'd you figure, sweet talker?
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I need to know where she is. We were supposed to meet here, in your bar, but you let Venatori cultists drag her away.
I didn't let them. They paid me.
So answer my questions and walk away with the coin, or spend it cleaning up the place when I'm through. Your choice.
You're adorable. Dumart Plaza. That's where you'll find Nev Gallus.
Thank you.
You want to get yourself killed fighting the Venatori? It's your ass.
That offer's good for all of you, too. No?
If they won't listen to you, they can always listen to Bianca.
I like the one that just kicks the arrows.
Your friend Nev Gallus is at Dumont Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although for the record, you might be too charming for your own good.
You chose violence immediately. I did that for one of my characters, and it's so funny. And egging Aster on to get into the coffee battle with the bartender. Well, that would have been a great way to convince them and sets like, if I win this coffee brewing contest, then you have to give me the information that I want.
What did I have to worry about? You were there watching my back.
Yeah.
Come on, Harding will be worried.
All right.
Didn't even let him have a sippy
Break's over.
sip. Okay, at least he got one there.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her.
I really like how they
The
do
Archon's palace.
force
Something
like
must have gotten them
camera
riled up.
perspective reveals, especially when it's done in the gameplay.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
It is so spooky how what is the just having the spotlight just watching. So creepy. Nev later like, what took you so long? And then you show up when you show up 20 minutes late with fresh coffee. Well, at least I can give her some too.
His big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
No, Varric. Uh-oh.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we...
Uh-oh.
Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza.
Wait, is there secrets
and
over
we'll
here?
get us to Solus.
Nope. Sorry, Varric.
Is Solus summoning demons on
Uh-oh.
purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes down,
Then the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
Yeet.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the doors quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
Never better.
fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
You got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off
Put
the
that down. You don't need that.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Wait, I need my dagger.
Demons.
Just give me a second.
Here they come.
Can I not switch yet? Ouch, hang on. hang on, hang on. I'm not using I've been playing as a rogue, so it's like where I've been thrown off by switching between Veilguard and Red Dead Redemption. Oh, it's down. Okay. I've been pressing up. Like getting controls mixed up between different games. Now I'm getting like timing mixed up between
Let's get to Dumont Plaza in 5 minutes.
different classes.
Patch yourselves up if you need it.
It's alright, we'll get there.
Solus tears down the veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how
Like
beautiful
this?
the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
Oh, that's close. Fine, I'll get to Dumont Plaza. Oh, wait. Just a second. Oh, here we go. Don't mind me taking these offerings. Hehe, back to having 4 potions.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move.
Oh,
They're the ones who made trouble at the bar.
what's in here? Don't shoot my booty.
I hate these assholes.
I also didn't really deflect much in my first playthrough, but I've been working on it on both of my second playthroughs.
More intruders!
Avenge
that?
our fallen brethren!
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
Crows have taken out contracts on them. Nasty bastards.
Yep.
Yep, that's them. All citizens must remain indoors until the magical anomaly is fully contained.
Had the same thought with Varric saying, I hate these assholes right after I said, don't shoot my booty. Oh, I was just here. Okay.
Come on. Guess we're sliding down.
We will in a second. I want to collect all the things. I also want to look at the environment a little. Okay.
They're allies of Nev Gallus! Kill them all!
I saw y'all talking about having the 3-dwarf party. You play as a dwarf rook, and then when we recruit Nev, it's you're too tall for this party. Oh yeah, this I forget what it's called because I think it's different between all the classes, but the stamina mana bar, I like the mage one a lot more than the rogue one, even though the rogue one makes sense for that class, because for rogues, you basically have to charge it up and not get hit. Or, like, charge it up by landing attacks and not get hit.
Another barrier.
And I get hit a lot.
Work, not the
Especially when
Venators.
playing as a rogue and getting in everyone's faces. It's her.
Varric, Harding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in this city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found them a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece?
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but they tend to think in straight lines.
Nice to meet you. Based on the Venatori, you've got excellent taste in enemies.
I do my best.
You said you had a lead?
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
All citizens in the Canal District must remain in their homes.
So if
Sorry. I forgot to do this. Usually whenever I start a playthrough, I like having one
do you
save
catch
as soon as
Solus
possible.
or Dreadwolf or whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us?
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
Just a second, I gotta break stuff. Uh-oh. What is down there?
We can slide down the line to get across.
I'm getting too old for this.
Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't be dilly-dallying. Oh yeah, for rogues, because I see for warriors it's called rage, because I didn't get too far in my warrior playthrough yet, because I decided to remake them. For rogues it's momentum, I think, if I remember right.
That's the building I tracked
Wait.
Solus.
Looks like the Venatori also found it. And then demons found them.
There we go. It's like the game was trying to teach me to break down that thing, but I accidentally climbed over it. Is there any grabbables over here? I know there's a none shall pass barrier here. Yeah! Okay. Haha! I know I can do the... Oh, it wants me to take out the barrier. Okay. But using the long range for mage eats up your mana. And for rogue, since you use the bow and arrow, it's like a separate gauge. Like you have a limited amount of arrows that I've never run out on. but it doesn't affect your momentum to use the arrows except for like whether or not you land
On the
hits.
entrance. I can get it.
Oh, cool.
Veilguard. They must have tracked the magic to this building as well.
And then the demons found them.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch.
But what's over here?
We should head back.
Nothing.
Solus is probably inside.
I unlocked the Harding scolding me.
So this is the Dreadwolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Minrathous itself.
Oh, woo!
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Yoink. Oh, woo, unlocked.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think?
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much, at least.
More demons.
Nope. At least I got it before the pop-up came. Boop, boop. Oh, it's just the tutorial what I've already been doing. Okay. Ow. Everyone's just suddenly leaping on that one.
Locked. There must be a way to open it. Let's look around.
Puzzle
Air's full of
time?
magic. Solus used a lot of power for something.
Solus, the Dreadwolf Ben Harel. He's got a lot of names.
I always called him Chuckles.
Do you think... Sorry, laughing at my own joke before I even say it.
Nice
But
work.
the
Let's see what's on the other side.
asking Solus for help, like, Chuckles, I'm in danger. I'm sorry. Okay. Someone has to have drawn that at some point, right? It's been so long.
This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
Let's go! Step through.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
And I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it
By the
feel
way,
like those tremors are getting worse?
Is the audio seem okay so far? I haven't really checked in yet since I messed with it a bit. I kept the turned down sound effects and stuff from last time the combat was like super loud. Ow. Okay, cool.
We get
Let me know
tremors
if
every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
any
Not many of
adjustments are
them left
needed.
light. Might want to hurry.
We gotta hurry, me. So, how is the audio doing for y'all? Secrets? I don't care if my potions are full, I still want to break it.
Almost there.
I like when Varric does the little jump shoot thing. It's cute. Oh, there we go. Took me a sec to move in that direction.
Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many we'll get if Solus finishes his ritual.
Yep. Ow. Whoa. So 3D. I think for whoop, just in time, a lot of the big choices, or probably pretty much all of them, I want to keep a lot of what I picked in my first playthrough with Aster, especially since I plan to have a bunch of other playthroughs. But also it gives me a scapegoat. So like, don't judge me, this is what I picked the first time. But yeah. I also like thematically like a lot of the how like a lot of the choices ended up building for Aster specifically. So it works out. I think I remember all the big ones, but I might forget some smaller ones.
How did demon this large get through the veil?
It's a problem.
We'll see.
Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
Ouch. Oh.
everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
You could do it! It's so part of Varric's plan.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons!
Take care of the team for me.
Oh, a little smile.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Yeah, man, we finally caught up to you.
All right. Let's buy him some time.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
Better talk fast. Can't hold these demons up forever.
I don't know, I feel like I'm doing okay.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right. You two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
My thought was, Nev knows how to deal with magic. I'll bring Nev with me.
Let's go, Nev. Harding, keep the demons busy.
Good luck.
Yeah. People are always dying. Okay, but we don't need to actively make it worse. Did that rock just squish me? But I love that somebody found the cleaned up audio for this. And you like dig that up again. Like it's just flavor argument, but it's still cool to be able to hear it. It's like nothing we don't already know. Oop, oh no, don't fall off the edge.
This is it.
We need to bring down the scaffolding.
Oh, it's already done.
Why? Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but it isn't falling. We need to push it. Right! Together! Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
What if the statue downfall? Or statues plural? It's okay, we can put a band-aid on it.
Barrick! 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 No. Nev!
Uh-oh. Ow.
Let's go! This way! This way!
It's okay, we can put a band-aid on that too. Oh my gosh, it's the title sequence. I was gonna be like, it's the name of the game. And I'm like, no, nobody said it out loud.
You have no idea what you have done.
Soulless? I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
What are the emotions?
So all I have to do to get away from you is wake up?
And how much experience do you have willing yourself from sleep to wakefulness?
Can't be that hard.
While you practice, perhaps you would like to hear about the consequences of your actions.
Meaning?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
I got distracted looking at the audio levels. I was like, I don't remember these things changing color like that, but I mean, if it doesn't sound like it's peaking or anything on y'all's end, I think it's okay. I'll check back in the VOD later to double check too. Let's see. Sorry, Solus, I was only half paying attention.
Right. You were innocently doing nothing when we came along.
The prison in which I had trapped them had begun to crumble. I was moving them to another.
So you weren't tearing down the veil and drowning the world in demons and wild magic?
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
That's really helpful. What are you, the elven god of sarcasm?
Lies, treachery, and rebellion, depending upon the story. And how could I help? I do not have my ritual dagger. I cannot access my network of mirrors to travel from the lighthouse to anywhere in the world. All I can offer is what I know.
Helpful advice from the elven god of, and I am quoting you here, lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Depending on the story.
Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Not responsibility.
Why? Why tear down the veil? To listen.
You have no idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Can't be showing feet on Twitch.
You're okay, but I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
What happened?
I did my best to talk sense into Solus, but of course, he wasn't listening. He never does.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Harding got everyone out. By the skin of her teeth, mostly. Before you start worrying, Nev will be fine. She's apparently a lot tougher than both of us put together. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
Well, yeah, I saw earlier y'all were talking about how much of a disaster that conversation between Varric and Solus was, and I was like, yeah, it's like, it just doesn't seem like Varric was the right person to talk to him, but at the same time, he is like the one person who would try. So it's like, you want to do Inquisition playthrough with a low approval Solus so you can punch him. And then with like not paying attention to what he was saying, I'm guessing with the Solus should be used to that by now after some quizzies took that option in Trespasser. Sorry, Varric.
I should have come up with a better plan. I should have...
You worked with what you had, and you succeeded, by the way. World isn't drowning in demons.
It isn't over, though. We trapped Solus in the Fade, but something else got out. Something...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like your impulsive rescue of those captives from the Antam slavers. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook, look who's awake. I've been searching the place for Lyrian potions. Didn't mean to intrude.
Not at all. I was just about to have a look around.
Oh, be careful if you go outside, Rook. It is a long way down. The Illuvian led us into something, and it's in the Fade. Because that's what we needed. The dream world.
Then I really need to look around.
Can't hurt. In theory. And we need to talk about our next move. Maybe find Harding? She went outside somewhere. There's a table in the central area here. I'll meet you both there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
It's nap time. Oh yeah. Got all that bonus item stuff. Oh yeah, it is called bonus items. What's in here? Oh, this is the wardrobe for now. I don't think... Let's just keep it as is for now. Got the mirror. Interrupt this nap.
I wish I could be out there with you, Rook. Just be careful, all right?
Okay, Dad. Ooh. I can't remember if Valara or Nev is taller, but it would be funny if Valara was taller than Nev so we can continue the trend of recruiting people in height order that we were doing on the birthday stream. I don't think she is, but I'm not sure.
Whoa.
Rook, you're awake. And we're...
In the Fade.
This is where people come when they dream, but dwarves don't dream. And somehow I'm here.
Yeah, it's unreal. Nev thought we should talk. About what to do next.
We should. But maybe look around a little. We might be here a while.
Level. Oh my gosh, that's so mage core. Okay, sorry. Wait, which way is the crow option? Bottom. Who we got? Is that only for... I'd imagine you could do that for either weapon type. Can't get to that one yet, but ooh. I think I'll still go with the combo. Boop, boop, boop. You have to do 2 dashes. Oh, I have a lot of points anyway. Mana regenerations, restarts faster. Sure. Ooh, lightning! Oh, they did have chain lightning. I like that one. What other stuff is there? What is the other... I forget which ones are like the different ultimates. Oh, well, I'll run into them eventually. Oh, but my Grey Warden Rook is going to use this one, I think, if I remember right. Anyway, I don't have access to the companions yet. Alright. Teddy wants to be mage core, but it's hard being, you know, a dwarf. Yeah, but they can still be mage core if they want to. Is everyone in their little houses, or are they hanging out inside? Everyone's in their little houses. Then we can call a meeting. Wait! Okay, I'll go back to the other later. Talk to Nev first.
Wisps. Figures they're in the Fade, but I swear they're following me.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
I know Varric wanted you for the job. You know the same about me.
I made a call that got you injured right after we met.
I'll be fine. You trusted me for the job, and I delivered. That's what counts. If we're stuck in this, let's hope you can trust me again.
It's not that I don't. I'm sorry you got hurt. It was my call, and what if...
It happens again? Or to someone else? I don't know. That's the raw deal we get.
Right. You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's...
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
Okay. So step one is figure out what we're chasing.
Right. And the 20 other questions that need answers...
That's step two?
I can see why Varric brought you on.
We've just got to start somewhere.
I wanted to see the dining room. Because the singular table setting and the giant table. Sorry, I don't want to... Well, I'm fine with laughing a little, but still. It's just such a sad visual. Notes on caretaker. I don't know if I'll read all of the codexes or not, but I'll try to remember to at least like scroll through them so they could be like paused in the VOD or something. I don't know. Unless there's one that like one of y'all remember liking and want to see read. Which right now I'm like, hang on, this is one that I have to read. A letter dated 6 months ago. Idiot. I hope you're reading this. If the trail really has led you to the Vinter, it'll be harder to get messages through. The Yontam and Antiva are prickly about anything to do with our neighboring kingdom. Back home, things have cooled, but they are not forgotten. Killing all those Antam may have felt righteous in that moment, but the Talons are still complaining that your actions ruined weeks of setting up a larger, more effective strike. I am one of the Talons still complaining. Consider this trip with Varric a contract. Crows don't fail contracts, especially crows from Aster de Riva, who may need to improve their judgment. But there is more at stake than honor. Whatever this Solus is up to needs to be stopped. I've seen enough of his handiwork to know that. Don't get careless out there. Don't fail. And don't get yourself killed, or I will come after you in the Fade myself, Viago. Yay! First Viago mention. I love him. Do we have anything else with Nope, nothing else with the crows yet. We haven't met any of them. None of the other factions except for the Shadow Dragons. Which, just do a little scroll through of that. May have scrolled through that a little fast, but it's probably fine. Oopsie, I didn't want to exit all the way out. The world of Thetis. Oh no, that's a lot of things. It's just catching up on the setting, I think. Antiva. My bias is showing. I was just skimming through it. Oh, written by Brother Genetivi. You know you can trust whatever he writes. What the /s sarcasm, whatever. I don't know if that's gonna come out blurry or not in the VOD, but I'm trying. There's a lot of these. V, how do you intend to get into the Fade? You're not even a mage. Listen, he'll just like invent a poison to cut through the veil just to smack Rook upside the head. Skimming. I like the little Mabari in this picture. Wait, who's the newly appointed ambassador to Denerim? Oh, from Orlais. Plus they have mages besides Rook in the Crows. I don't know about Fade experts. Brother Genetivi does his best. Yeah, I remember, because I'm not really the type to read codexes unless I'm like really fixated on something, but even I started recognizing Genetivi's name from so many of the codexes and origins, and then running into him, I was like, oh my gosh, he's real. It was so funny. If he has a poison to get non-mages into the Fade, Teddy's gonna stalk him for info. He could do anything he puts his mind to, even tear down the veil. Oh, another Genetivi. Which one is that for? Navarra. Ooh, another chance about the Maker. I'm assuming. Yeah. The Magisterium of Tevinter. I do want to read up on, wait, that was of Tevinter, right? I feel like I'm missing, as a codex reader, I miss a lot of, like, some of the bigger cultural things. Another Genetivi. About sexuality and Thetis. I thought he was mostly, well, I guess it still falls into a cultural thing, but I thought he was mostly a history guy. The Veil. Tevinter Society. Yeah, because they went through a lot of the Tevinter stuff in Inquisition with Dorian, I feel like. Why is it still showing? Okay, not anymore. I was like, it was still showing a little star. And not Aster. Yeah, Genetivi is that guy! Oh my gosh! I'm rusty on codex. Is the plural for codex codices? Rusty on that, but yeah. Oh, missed back from Jenna TV in terms of whether its info is accurate. Oh, I was so used to this stuff being like up the wall, wild takes on things, but maybe it's just for specific cultures outside of his experience, I assume. Philum, a bard, is full on his rival. If I recall correctly, they're usually less accurate. I would assume so from a bard since the emphasis is more on storytelling, but yeah. Oh, it is the plural for codex. I see.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
Did you ever find places like this, chasing Solus with Varric?
Not exactly. But with Solus, it was always about the Fade, or the Veil, or some other in-between place. Varric always hated it, though. At least this place feels different. Maybe safer?
Harding, are you doing all right?
I don't know. Are you? Is anyone? Anyway, doesn't matter how I'm doing. What are we gonna do about this mess? We were going to go back through the Illuvian, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So, come get me when you're ready to go. Alright?
I'm sure she's fine. I think I'll wait on doing some of the puzzles around the lighthouse until we unlock more of the areas that we can get to. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and take a little break here before we activate the next leg of the journey with this. Oh wait, actually let's... No, we did check on Varric before we left to talk to the others. He's probably fine. Yeah, okay. So go ahead and take a break of 10 minutes and I'll see y'all... I guess I could leave this so that there's still some ambient audio. Alright, I'll see y'all in a bit. Hello and welcome back. I also saw in chat that I missed you calling Aster cute, and I'm like, oh, thank you. They're doing their best. Like they're an assassin who has no issues with doing their job, but they also believe in second chances, because the crows gave them a second chance. And anyway, we'll get to like 2 more with their character as we go in. I'm also taking a bit of time to look around at the current state of this main room, the library of the lighthouse. But we'll go ahead and call our team together. They're a team of 3.5.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the lighthouse.
He did? When?
Well, I was out cold. He showed up in my dream, and he's really mad that we stopped his ritual.
Good.
He's also trapped in some kind of prison in the Fade. Not happy about that either.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams, even kill them.
I'm safe on that front. I bled a little when I got knocked out. Enough that he can gripe at me, but not enough that he can make my head explode.
So Solus is using blood magic, like any normal mage would, to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
Yeah, since I'm playing a city mage, I mentioned this before on the birthday stream. Like, sometimes the elven stuff is optional, but sometimes it's like a default thing. Oh yeah, I want to look at what the other options were again. Stop quibbling over terms. Magic.
Nev, I'm a mage. You're a mage. Solus is more than that. That ritual was more than some circle mage could have pulled off. Even more than a Tevinter Magister.
Alright, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elgernon and Gillenane. 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against.
Yeah, I see with the... I wish there had been more distinctions made between the types of elves, etc. I know it's pronounced etc., but I'll still say etc. I kind of feel the same, but I think you'll also agree that's like, it's probably one of those, like, extra polished things that just fell through the cracks of 3 rounds of development. Let's see.
They're free because of us.
They're free because of Solus.
Lace is right. If we hadn't stopped that ritual, countless people would be dead.
I know, but still, they're out there now.
Okay, then we find them and we stop them.
Solus says Elgernon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have 2.
Quote unquote.
And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev, but the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
Yeah, but if we go in and do stuff too early, we might fumble the ball and just people get hurt from us messing up, is my logic. So Nev's right.
If Elgernon and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solus's word about all of this.
Then let's go investigate for ourselves. We'll find out what we're dealing with, and then we take our shot.
Fine. The Alluvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Alluvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
There has to be a plan, not a Solus plan or a Varric plan, but a plan. We got this. We'll have a Nev plan. Those will be pretty solid, I think. Does anyone... Whoop. Does anyone want to talk again? Looks like they're good right now. Let's go! The faster we get through this, the faster we could get Lucanus on the team. Ooh, a thing. Dreadwolf's Alluvian. Just do a little scroll through this one. I thought there was going to be more to go through, but because I wanted to skim it a little. Gather team and venture forth. Man, I need to get a nicer
For all we know,
outfit.
there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that alluvion.
If it even takes us back to Arlethan.
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
Don't worry about me.
Too late. I am already worried. What's the
Shall we?
common detective
Let's do
thing
this.
for a black eye? Like, do they also do frozen peas, or do they do the cold steaks? Or, I guess in modern times they just use an ice pack, but...
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right. Let's take a look around and see if we can find any.
Man, things are always happening in the Arlethan forest.
Shut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lise Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlethan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's... sorry, Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
I saw in chat with the Nev can make ice, so she'd probably just use that. I was like, you're so right. She could just do that. She could make her own ice packs. But then also I see the solution of, I'd say probably just drinking for detectives. She just makes her own ice and then just has a tall glass of wine.
We found Solus and stopped his ritual, but things took a turn.
The magic went wild. Solus was dragged into the Fade, into some kind of prison.
But when he went in, something, or someone else got out.
Elgernon and Gillenane, supposedly.
Thalanost.
The return of our gods, the Evanurus?
If those two are back out in the world, it explains a lot.
Like what?
Artifacts that have been dormant for centuries are awakening. Something that would need a source of tremendous magical energy, like two of our old gods.
So I was also seeing a chat with the wine or coffee, depending on whether she's pulling an all-nighter. Parentheses, yes. And the wine in one hand, dripping ice in the other. She's doing her best. But she also deserves a nap. Let's go with that.
I was really hoping the Dreadwolf was lying to us about all this.
He's the god of lies. But some things are sacrosanct, even to him.
He might be a bastard, but he's a damn sight better than the Evanuris.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanuris, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of Veil
He's like, don't
jumpers
forget
unaccounted
about
for.
me.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Luther. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. You get your friend back to your camp and... we'll find Veilguard.
Nev, you're injured. Stay here with the Veil Jumpers.
It's a headache. I'll be fine.
I know you want to help, but we don't know what we'll face out there. And you're in no condition to fight.
All right. Just watch your backs.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Velara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Is it me, or is there something strange about this fog?
It all feels a little off. Like everything shifted a little bit.
Wait, before we go into bubble, is there anything I can grab? Also, with the Entropy's Grasp is the one of the songs off of the OST.
Is that suit of armor
Oh!
moving?
I was distracted by the butterflies. Ow. Oh no.
Gotcha. Oh, people. Where'd you come from?
Belara Luther? Strife and Ireland sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Lace Harding.
Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. Our gods, Elgranon and Gillenane, they've escaped from Fenharal's prison. And by all accounts, they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
I think I'd prefer to stay in one piece, yeah.
Right, me too. But I think I can find a way out. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. if we can find it and remove it safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Maybe if Belara's not taller than Nev, then her hair makes her taller, and then that still fits into our recruit everybody in height order thing. Also, she's so cute. I love her so much. What happens if I try to go back? Oh, there's a little outpost.
Someone made camp all the way out here?
We've got camps all over Arlethan. The Veil Jumpers do, I mean. Never really know when or where the magic's gonna start going wild.
I keep thinking if Aster hadn't romanced Lucanus, who would they...
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical
Oh no, go
constructs
back
keep
up.
getting in the way.
Okay.
We've handled our share of demons. A few dozen more shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Threats like us, I'm guessing.
That
one!
Who they would end up with instead, like, even if it was, like, a random NPC or whatever. But I keep coming back to what if Belara? Even though before I was like, nah. Ooh, treasure. Trying to see if there's any more treasures and stuff over there, and I was like, ooh, nugs. 2 of them. Which way do we actually want to go? We want to go up, so I want to look around first. Truffles!
That's the edge of the bubble. Can't pass through it.
Aww.
We need to shut down the artifact first.
Fine. I don't want to get ripped apart. Yippee!
Is that water just swirling into the air?
We call that kind the whirlpool. The anomaly, I mean. Never seen one this size, though.
Oop. Wait. Let me actually read like the little notes. Barely legible note. Construct broke my leg. Veradon took a blade to the gut. We can hear them above us. I don't know why I'm reading it like this. We can hear them above us on the bridge. Once they leave, we'll make a break for it. They can't wait for us forever, right? Looks like they can. Fishies. Oh, you officially rejected Belara last time. That's okay. There's one other rook that I really enjoy who did no romance in his playthrough. That one, since I gave Shipio a shout out earlier, that one's Aster de Riva, as well as a Warden Kid. He's cool. He's so cool. But no, he's like, he's a really fun interpretation too. A Zev Warden kid being a little bit of a punk. I love him. Oh, another Nug. Can't get up there, I don't think. Either way, I'm gonna move on.
Demons! Right where we need to go.
Then let's deal with them quick.
Huh? Oh yeah, companion ability. Hang on. Ow. Too far. Oop.
Good work, everyone.
Let's level up. Level up. Gonna try to like keep on top of that this time since the birthday stream. I'm like, oh, I need to level up. Oh, I need to level up. I forgot. Oh, I need to level up. I forgot. And then I like had 5 levels by the end of it or whatever. More mana. Charge attack damage. Ooh, I do like that. I'll get to all of them eventually, so it doesn't really matter too much. Can I level up the characters yet? Or the companions? Still don't have it available yet. Yeah, I feel like before I can decide whether...
What is this artifact we're looking for, exactly?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
Whether I would actually have Balara as the alternate romance for Aster. I would have to see the rest of Balara's romance, because I've only seen like the very beginning with River. But yeah, she and Lucanus were like my main 2 choices on my first playthrough, but then like it's like Lucanus comes in with the steel chair and it's just like, oh, I just couldn't not
see elven ruins that haven't been picked over.
Not many people come this far into Arlathan. Just veil jumpers mostly.
And people trying to save the world, apparently.
What was this place?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food. But judging by the sentinels, it's probably something important. It almost feels...
Oop.
Wow. I've never seen anything like this.
Wait, is this... No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
secrets. Got a Kool-Aid man for the secrets. Even if it's just resources. Resource secrets. In my mind, I could already hear people have been killed for less.
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in. And there we go. Easy.
Huh. That's a great trick.
a resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
Do it.
We're ready.
Oopsie. Wrong shoulder button. Whoop.
Trouble nearby. Let's go.
There we go. Still got it. I'm again doing the thing where I try to combo move that I don't have yet, even though I don't even think I did the right combo to do that anyway. Whoa, nice dodge!
Magic energy.
Trouble.
Path should be clear ahead.
Yeah, but what goodies did I miss? Literally, I just thought, okay, I can't spend time with looking for goodies. I need to recruit Lucanus. I can't. Oh. He's not even here yet, and I'm like dying. I don't think I've been up here before.
So, that ritual, the big one where the sky was ripping apart, you say that was Fen'Harel? I mean, the real Fen'Harel?
That's what I've been told. Though right now he goes by Solus.
And, sorry, the things that got out, the big scary ones, that was Gilnane and Elgranon?
Are you okay? You sound a little flustered.
Oh, you know, just finding out that 3 of my gods are out there trying to end the world. Why wouldn't I be okay?
Oh. No, I want to break them. Okay, fine. There. Gonna attack. There we go.
Damn! Another sentinel construct.
Oop.
We'll have to take it down. Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more.
Oops, sorry to interrupt.
These kinds of ruins never gets old.
Can anything here tell us what that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be.
I am like pretty sure I'm gonna have moments like when I was playing Red Dead 2 where I would just like look at Arthur in game and be like, oh, he's so cute. But with Lucanus this time, and I am sorry in advance. Eat.
Constructs! It means I was right.
Right about what?
About where we are. It's an armory. And I think I know what the artifact is.
That's a win, Rook.
Hit me. No, not with a red. Oh no. Got too greedy. Give me your heals. Reward.
So, what kind of
There
artifact
you go.
shows up in an armory? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
A what?
A
Whoa.
creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal.
Saw that
Our
close-up of the
ancestors
firefly.
used them to store knowledge and to help them dream.
Whatever that was. But in chat with the why are you apologizing? You know you're right. I can't. Ooh. These ones are translucent. Magic butterflies. I was just about to roll into the crates, which is why the skip thing popped up. Oh no!
Methalinast. Darkspawn.
Good hit.
Good. Oh, I saw her do her little dance. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I need to go back and get River's playthrough going again.
Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
Yeah, they do remind me of the husks from Mass Effect. Are they labeled as Herlocks in this? I never really look at the titles, I guess, for
Another
them.
one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready.
Too
Once I
soon.
shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
Do it!
Sure, here we go.
Cool guys don't look at relics being fixed. Where are they?
Here we go.
Where are they? Oh!
Nice, Rook.
I got distracted looking at chat. Yeah, because I'm looking at them now and they don't have the little name cards on these. Unless his name is Arcane Mark.
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlington Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
If the gods are blighted, like Solus claims, maybe they're communicating with the Darkspawn somehow. Directing them?
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them once we get out of this bubble.
Right. Let's get to that central temple.
Gotta get everybody out of their bubbles. Got Nev out of the ice bubble, even though she got herself out. We gotta get out of this magic bubble. Me trying not to say other things, because I'm trying to be respectful about spoilers. Even if I played this before. Gotta roll through the explosive one. there anything over here? What's that sound? I don't know. Maybe it was just the ballista. Ah! I flew too close to the sun.
The wall looks weak here. I bet we could break it somehow.
Somehow.
More darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
Where? Here? Oh, I missed. Look out, Balara! Do you think 1,010 damage is enough to take these out? It looks like she jumped on a Harding's head. But it's the perspective! Perspective! Oh, I missed. Whee! Is that it? Nope. I thought there was one over there. Maybe it was a shadow. Must have been the wind. Heal, please.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the
I
last
see.
one, I hope.
Me too.
Okay, I wanted to see how many potions I had. I wanna smack him in the booty. Oh no, it won't let me target it yet. Oh no. It just flew over my head and I couldn't block it. Oh no.
The last barrier's down. We're close. I can feel it.
I can't remember if they just go easy on you on this first part, or if it's just, like, too easy right now. Because it just feels a little bit too easy right now. That's what I was trying to get at.
Have you noticed something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic.
That it'll probably spike in difficulty once we're out of here. Treasure chest. How? I do really like the puzzles in Veilguard. Oh, I see. The beam. Because I struggle with a lot of like the structured puzzles, like in the older as in just generally speaking before this game, puzzles in BioWare games. I do like the Sudoku in Andromeda, although it gets a bit repetitive. But like, yeah, I struggle with a lot of the stand on this tile to activate whatever in the specific pattern. Like, I'm really bad at those. I end up like either fudging it or looking up walkthroughs. But I love the puzzles in Veilguard. They're so fun, at least to me.
If that building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, the Nodus Sturthalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
What does that mean?
I don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
Yeah, the alien Sudoku was good. Yeah, just too much of it. I think they tried to do a work around that with the where you could just hack it if you had the resources for it, which I did end up doing, like more towards the end.
We're getting closer.
Both my playthroughs. Oh, I see. They only give names to like bigger enemies, I think. Ow! Oh no, fall off the edge. Never mind, it's dead now. I got distracted trying to look to see if one of the darkspawn bubbles were there. Boils. Bubbles sounds less gross. Even though a boil by any other name is still a boil. Whoa, what was that? It's like it psyched me out. Almost. You.
Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
Fire-based one in Veilguard. Don't remember off the top of my head, but we'll probably run into it and maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, that puzzle. Okay, I know we got to all this and that. And then I like how you have to look at this and then as you move the camera, it's like peekaboo. We haven't run into it yet just since we have so few companions at this point.
Ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall.
But I know some people are a little about being able to use all of the companion abilities regardless of whether they're in the party or not. But I'm like, I kind of really didn't like having to swap out my companions every time to do like the mage specific or whatever class things in Inquisition. So when I saw that they gave you an easy workaround for that, I was like, oh thank goodness, because I didn't like having to shuffle through my party every time personally. Like obviously it wasn't like a deal breaker for me, but it was just a little bit annoying, especially on like subsequent playthroughs. Is it open? Do I need another thing? Oh yeah, I do need another thing. Yeah, like, it's kind of what I mentioned before during my birthday stream where,
is the Nodus Thalin. I have so many questions for it.
How do you ask it questions?
She's so excited.
It's an archive spirit. You'll see.
Whoop. Where, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, that Veilguard is very video gamey with stuff like that, and I like that they let it be a video game. Because it's like, not all the gameplay has to like reflect realism kind of stuff. At least to me.
Okay, here it is. The Nodus Thalin.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back?
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
Right. Because darkspawn, demons, and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
What do you mean by tricky, exactly?
If I remove the artifact the way I'd usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Arlathan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before.
Who's gonna
Almost
Kool-Aid
like
man?
it's breathing.
Oh yeah.
Ogre! That's an ogre!
Whoop. Oh, Harding. Yeah, the gameplay jump between Origins and 2 is a pretty big one. Like, even because I lived that gap, and it was a bit of an adjustment that I think also affected people's perception of 2 for a while. But that one was also really fun, especially since I play all of them on console first. 2 is really fun on console, like with a controller. Once you get like the vibe of it. Especially when I play as warrior, because then you could just like play it more as an action RPG. It was always fun to like move Hawk around to like place them in the right kind of crowds, or like line them up with the enemies to use certain moves. Sorry, Barbara. That was really funny. It's like I thought it was gonna hit me, and then it like knocked Lara into the wall. Yeah, the visual change was a big one for sure, especially the elves. That was a whole thing. Even with Darkspawn was like a big thing. Oop, I want to try to block that. Then I think, oh, I have the ultimate now. Do I have the Mikuru beam? Yeah, but yeah, both the gameplay and the visuals for 2 definitely had an adjustment period for everyone back in the day, and everyone just playing it now.
Wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today.
After
Then
Origins.
again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Ooh. No. That's good. I think. Oh.
Ooh, what does that crystal do?
It's the artifact powered. Focus is the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later.
Oh, no you don't.
Sulana, Vir Sulevana, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan.
Right, I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan. What do you...
So that's the Notister Thalin?
It was, or is, I mean. Crystal's broken though, needs fixing. It's kinda my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Irulan will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil-Jumper camp.
Yeah, like I don't really want to dig too much into it, but I don't really understand the complaints of the style change between Inquisition and Veilguard either. And especially like you said that the difference between Origins and 2 is a lot more noticeable than this one and Inquisition, I think. Yeah. Let's see. I think that was the only thing to pick up. I'm only just thinking about it now. Sorry, Balara. Where, like, Origins kind of took the more quote-unquote typical, like, fantasy realism style, and then they got a little more experimental into, and then they kind of went back to the more fantasy realism with Inquisition again, and then I feel like they kind of went in the middle with Veilguard, where it's like, still kind of leans more towards realism, but it's a bit more stylized. And I always talk about how much they make the color pop because I love it. Yeah, I feel like Veilguard is like my favorite visually, personally speaking. Like, everyone's welcome to their own preferences, but that is mine.
Ready to go?
Yes. Depart immediately.
Right. Let's get moving.
Come on, I'll show you the way to the Veil-Jumper camp.
Wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of Veil Jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Jahel and Milva never reported back from Demeter's crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlathan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Notister Thalin.
Wait, you found the Notister Thalin? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
Archive's broken. Won't tell us anything. but that doesn't matter. Any Dalish settlements we can save, we should.
So far, we've been lucky and arrived just in time. But given how fast these darkspawn are moving, it's only a matter of time till our luck runs out.
Well, it hasn't run out yet, so let's stretch it until it breaks.
If we could predict where they'd strike next, we might get ahead of them. But so far, they've been unpredictable.
Which leaves us with what?
Demeda's Crossing.
What?
Irulan and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact with Demeda's Crossing. We could go check it out. The three of us, I mean.
4. I'm coming with you.
Nev, you were still shaky, and...
I'm coming, Harding.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook. Likely nothing good. But you'd be saving people. And it might get you on the trail of the gods.
Demeda's Crossing's on the far side of the lake. There's a small boat at the docks. It'll take you there. Watch your back out there. And good luck.
There's also something I really like in the Veilguard art style where a lot of the textures have this kind of painterly quality to them. Like it's not something that like
Could we really be at war?
is super
We'll need a boat to get there.
in your
Let's head to the
face,
dock.
but
We aren't prepared.
it's like it's there. It's like close up and you're
What you
looking.
hear about Demeter's Crossing? Veil jumpers have gone missing. Do we know why? Someone will have to go out there and find out.
It's just neat. I appreciate this person sweeping the ruins.
Seems like a lot's happened around here.
What hasn't happened? This area is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed Arlethan City centuries ago. Whole lot of blood magic during the war.
What about now?
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again. The old blood magic from the war never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air, ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed, and now it's bleeding again. Sure, here we go.
Pressing onto the glass. Let me in!
What a view.
Thing.
That
Oh,
was
sorry.
the capital city, Arlethan. This is what's left of it after the war.
I don't imagine it floated back in the day.
What if it did? I wouldn't put past a floating city. Or put the elves past having a floating city. Let's just
That did it.
Okay. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to step on your arm. Let's see if we can get through the Demeta Crossing stuff before the end of the stream. And then next time, we'll probably be able to pick up Lucanus. And then he'll never leave the party again, except when I send him to do stuff. I forgot to open up codexes. Is that a thing? A grabbable that I never noticed before. Something in the basket. The Randy Dowager. Who's RD? Oh, that's the name of the title. The abbreviation. But who wrote it? It probably said, but I didn't read. That was Brother Jenna TV. Here. Gonna avoid exploring too much just yet.
Rook, ready to go?
Yes.
Nev.
Oh, okay.
Sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. Couldn't sit still much longer.
I was gonna
Let's
say, I
go.
didn't know Brother Jenna TV wrote that kind of thing. Wait.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing.
The Randy Dowager got 4 out of 5 lettered scarves. Oh my.
This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Stay sharp.
Harding's cape is cool. Sorry for the controversial opinion there of having a
so
cool
quiet.
cape.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody?
Oh, sorry, that doesn't fit the tone happening right now. I mean, that's kind of what was being talked about in chat with, like, Dragon Age at its core is more of a grimdark story. But I'm like, I don't think color takes away from that. And it's like, sort of the same with, like, a lot of film where so much of the color grading is just so subdued, I guess. But I'm like, having color doesn't take away from dark tones of a story to me.
Be right there.
And then you can have moments like this that are like super high contrast to the more quote-unquote normal scenes that have a lot more color.
It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
They barricaded the main entrance into town.
To keep something out?
No, to keep something in.
Can't believe they put 11 gold to help barricade the town. I'm playing as a crow. It's required to have a cool
I think we
cape.
can get in over
I
here.
see. This is true. This is true. Yeah.
It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
Everything is like, oh, this is so scary and stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, the way they... the level direction to show the surprise. Like, visuals. And I'm like, oh yes, chef's kiss at that visual direction.
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
I don't think he can hear us.
Oof. Just seeing all the people in the
We'll be
walls and
rewarded.
stuff.
All of us.
Oh, I thought he died.
No, you can't leave.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Can you hear me?
Just stay here, and everything will be fine.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
Can I peek in the store? Hello. It's Probably no good in there. But yeah, can definitely see like the different visual styles do serve different purposes, but I think me personally, I'm just tired of
We need to search for survivors.
See what we can find.
no
Fan out.
color all the time. I say as someone who mostly makes grayscale comics. A tattered note. Just forget it. The mayor is not worth arguing with. He'll take gold from the town coffers for a new fountain in the square outside his front window. But good lumber to fix the docks that everyone uses? That's far too expensive. Signed, Adeline. Yeah, yeah. I wasn't like quote unquote accusing you, because like, yeah, I agree that that's like the typical Dragon Age back and forth of visual styles. Which I've definitely heard some of the like former devs talk about how they would like overcorrect between games, so I think that's what was happening.
This is Adeline. I knew her. She was a farmer, sold spices to us, the best in Arlethan. I can't believe this happened.
I agree. I love how Veilguard's visuals ended up turning
Look at
out.
that.
I definitely think it struck a really good balance between color and dreary, depending on what they're trying to do with that particular thing.
Is that an Aravel on the roof?
Blight must have lifted it up there.
This blight is weird.
Ever seen anything like it?
Never. Blight's usually dead, static, but this is alive.
Okay, let's keep going. Might be more survivors.
I like how fast the mage's range attack is. It's like, bam. But for like, for the shield, I don't know what does the warrior throw shield either way for, two-handed? Cause I only, for River, they ended up just mainly using the sword and shield, I think.
What was that? Something big. Stay sharp.
But I know that one's like a charge up to throw it, and then
Over there. 2 more survivors.
bow and arrow, you also have to draw it before firing.
Hey, what's going on here?
Find the Veil Jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Milva.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
Why were they looking for Veil Jumpers? What did the mayor want with them?
Yes, the shield toss is so fun. I remember first time playing River, it's just like giggling at how fun the warrior combat was.
Must round up everyone.
Must get them inside.
We will be rewarded.
Oh no. Oh, okay, with the two-handed weapon, oh, you make a projectile out of totally not magic energy. I see. So many of the warrior abilities are like, pretty sure this is actually magic. Chalk it up to video gamey, game stuff.
That's one of your
Sorry, this is serious.
Laura.
Jahel, he's alive.
Bellara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Bellara, be careful.
I always hate the tendril just slowly wrapping around his neck in that scene.
Help me, anyone!
Bam. Jahel, to be safe, let's make sure Demeta Crossing's alright, and that none of the villagers have spotted anything. Take Milva. She's new. This will help ease her and build confidence as a scout. Signed, Irlin. Sad.
Come on, that sounds close.
Gold.
Hurry!
A dragon? Here?
No! 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 Please!
Hey!
Fresh blood, a hungry heart. Creature, come to me.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
You betrayed your own town.
No, I didn't. I was tricked. Manipulated. I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gilnenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
All this for gold? The villagers, the Veil Jumpers, the blights everywhere. Demeta's Crossing is dead because of your greed.
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The blight everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook?
That does sound like Simon Templeton. but it's like sometimes my character things for Aster are like, when I say that they're informed by player choice, it's because of things like whenever possible I like to leave people alive because I want to see if anything happens that they can affect later or not, even if it's just like a small bit thing. And then that translates to Aster gives people second chances a lot. So I'm just gonna keep it from my first playthrough.
Get him out of there.
What? This entire village is dead because of him.
I know.
Then why spare him?
He's weak. I mean, I don't think that works for an assassin, even though I know it's a different context.
He's greedy and pathetic. But that doesn't mean he deserves to die.
Thank you.
I didn't ask for your gratitude.
Then, if I may offer some advice, steel yourself. I felt their power. The promises they make, it's irresistible.
Then try harder next time. Don't make me regret saving you.
Yes, of course. But you should be worried about the rest of the world. Or this will be our future.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that like with Aster's character,
The Fade
it's like,
had opened, and the
Hang on.
gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start.
has it always looked like a skull?
They made plans to tap more of the Blight. All of it, to rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
But yeah, there's a difference between having a contract on someone versus just encountering a rando. Yay, fast travel. Okie dokie. I guess that works out as a really good stopping point since it's exactly 5 p.m. parentheses Central Time here now. Let me just break these boxes again and then we'll wrap up this first stream. Oh, okay, it's fine. I was like, oh no, I remember what happens when we talk to Strife and Ireland, but save that for next time then. Oh my goodness. Look at those boards. Just hanging out. Okay. So I just love this game. I'm having fun playing through it again. And I'm glad that, like, the relearning curve to play as the because I'm not a Spellblade mage yet, but, like, with the dagger and orb gameplay, it hasn't been too much to, like, get back into it. Like, the timing isn't quite as different as the rogue, like the dual dagger rogue. But yeah, I think the next 2 weeks I'm gonna be working on Sunday doing conventions for my day job. So I'll probably move those to Monday at 9 Central Time. Then we'll see how that sits. And then if I do any of the Wednesdays, I'll give a heads up on social media. Because since this is a longer game, give it a few extra little boosts with some Wednesdays here and there. if I'm not too busy. But yeah, thank y'all for hanging out. It was fun to get to chat with y'all while we were going through it. And then I'm just like rubs hands together, recruiting Lucanus next time, and then I will never be able to shut up, and I'll constantly embarrass myself, even though I've been doing that even when he's not here. So it's fine. Yeah, I will see y'all definitely Monday, possibly Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.